if you're a Capricorn born December 22nd to January 19th, what can you expect for the month of September 2016? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Capricorns, you guys are like chameleons. I mean, they're just showing me, you're on one screen and then you jump to the next screen and you jump to the next screen. So you're just, you're doing the tap dance, right? Whatever's needed, whatever's necessary. That's how you sort of enter September. Now we've got a lot of planet activity where we've got Mercury's already retrograde, started August 30th, and it will be retrograde to September 22nd, and that's the planet of communication. It also affects our electronics. It also is a time when we recommend that we don't make big purchases because we can't always see everything that we're buying or get involved in new relationships or sign new contracts because we're not always, there's things that we can't see until that's over. And so it'll be over towards the end of September. September 22nd is when it ends. And then generally, the idea is to give it a day or two until the energy subsides so you can really see what you're dealing with. Then we have a solar eclipse in Virgo, September 1st, and another eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 16th. And eclipses are designed to eclipse us out of our patterns, out of the things that aren't working for us, to put us in a trajectory of where our soul needs to be, of a higher pattern. And sometimes that's painful. It's kind of like, it's one of those situations if, you're warned and you're warned and you're warned and you're warned, and then finally, boom. And then you're like, what happened? And it's like, we told you. So it can be one of those things, right? It can be like that. Or maybe you've already done it. Maybe you knew, hey, I need to quit my job, or I needed to move, or I needed to downsize. And you already did this 3 months ago. So it's just like, wow, I don't have to be foreclosed on because I had the foresight to know that my income was being cut. I couldn't afford the house anymore. We moved out, we sold it. It's all behind us, right? So maybe you're one of those thinkers that already has this figured out and is already done. So if so, bravo for listening and managing it, because this is really for those people who aren't taking care of business, and it needs to, life needs to happen. And then sometimes life just happens, right? It's just the way it is. And especially around births, deaths, endings and beginnings, sometimes they can be sudden. And this is a part of the pattern to help us move through those things, make them quicker and make them faster. Okay, so let's begin with romantic relationships for Capricorn. Let's look and see how your romantic relationship is doing or will be doing in September. So I feel like you're going to get your needs met more than you have been in the past, Capricorns. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like there's more attention or time or devotion given to you. And maybe it's also that you're slowed down a little bit more so that you can be a little more open to it. Because, it works both ways. And I feel like you haven't been as open as you've been in the past. And it could just be that you're feeling pressure with work and that's keeping you a little more distant. But I feel like there's a kind of a renewed closeness and opening or an opportunity to feel a little closer to your partner. And there's also, it feels like more moments of just fun and just relaxation and just enjoying each other's company. So all in all, a nice month for those in relationship. Now, those of you that aren't connected, that are looking for a romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you this month. So I feel like you're going to have to work it out on your own first, Capricorn. Like, you're not going to fall in love or find romance if you're working, 70 hours a week. There's no time, there's no space. You're going to have to start to create some space. If you want a relationship, you're going to have to start to create or leave space in your schedule. Even if you go, well, that's stupid, I could fill up that 5 hours with work. Don't. Resist the temptation to overwork. Resist the temptation to fill every space. Because when you leave a space open, now the universe can fill it for you. Now the universe can go, aha, she's got room, he's got time. Let's create an intersection here. All right. So if you want a relationship, Capricorn, it can happen this month, but you're going to have to make some adjustments about your schedule and about your time so that it can be supported. All right. The universe wants to support you, but if you've got no time in your schedule, it's not coming. Okay. So make the time in your schedule and boom, it'll happen like that. All right. Let's look at your career and money for Capricorns. Wow, there is so much money around you. Now, some of it's swirling, a lot of it's going out the door, right? It's moving. So, you're in the flow. We know that much. So let's see if there's anything that's going to stick to you or actually going to, I feel like there's a lot of deals this month. There may be a lot of things where you're signing on the dotted line. Now listen, I said it's really not generally advisable for you to sign something, but that would be something new. These things that you're signing feel like they've started months ago. So then if they've started months ago, then Mercury retrograde it's only for something brand new, right? And listen, the bottom line is if this is the only time they can sign and it's a brand new deal, you sign it. If you're a realtor and you're taking a listing, you're not going to say, can we wait until September 24th before I put your house on the market? I don't think so, right? You just create the intention. You double check everything. You triple check everything. Just go everything through with a fine tooth comb to make sure it's going to be okay. And I think you'll be fine. Okay, so let's see what else is in the career sector there for you guys. Anything else you need to be aware of for you Capricorns? Okay, because there's so many moving parts and there's so much opportunity around, you just want to make sure that you're really becoming organized. And it's like you have all these spinning plates and, create checklists and follow through, checklist, follow through, checklist, follow through, because there's some valuable things that you may think, I'm not going to put time or energy into that. It's not going to turn into anything. And I'm seeing that where some of these things that you have an expectation are going to be really big aren't. And where other things where you think, why am I even wasting my time with this, are the ones that are going to blow up, in a good way, right? In a positive way. So you're being asked to just act as if it all matters and that it all can work out and that everything's a deal. Everything's a positive thing. So no matter what you're working on, you want to put the intention and the creation around it like it's all good. It's all going to happen. If it doesn't manifest through here, maybe it's somebody that I meet along the way and we do our own deal there, or they invite me here and hire me down the road. So you're being asked to follow through with everything that's around you as if it is going to make you $1 billion. It's like that kind of energy, and it's huge energy. And one of the reasons why it is so potent is because we have these eclipses right now that can really just catapult you into a whole new category, into a whole new even genre, way of living. It can move you into a completely different sphere of influence and people that you would just blow your mind. So it's kind of like you be willing to not know what you don't know. Be willing to just go, I have no idea how it could look or how great it could look. And by doing that, surrendering, and also the other thing is letting it be easy. Like going, you know what? It's okay that it's easy. It's okay that money falls in my lap and that it's easy. Because Capricorns, you work harder than anybody else in the universe, right? You just do. It's like a chemical additive in your brain that that's how you do it. You just work hard and you work smart, but you also work hard. So let's have it be easy. Let's have it be multiply the wealth and the enjoyment in your life and make everything matter. Everything that you're doing matters. And I think if you do that, you're going to find such an explosive, powerful, exciting time. Okay. Now, there will be a couple things where you feel like you're raw, like somebody has just ripped the skin off your back, right? And, and so if that happens, you turn around, you notice who's done it, and you go next, right? Just move on. Okay. And just know that, if you got ripped off, if you got taken advantage of, Shame on us, right? It's like paying attention, knowing who you're dealing with, and then moving on. And then sometimes it's our lessons in life, right, to protect ourselves and to realize that it's our job to cross the T's and dot the I's. If you don't have contracts protecting yourself, you need to get them. You don't, gone are the days where handshakes, right, mean anything. This is new territory. You want to have everything, legit written down and taken care of. And I would say, even though if you haven't done that, do it, even though it's Mercury retrograde, because better to have something under a retrograde written down than to have nothing at all. All right. Okay. So now let's move into the area of health and see what's up for you guys for the area of health for Capricorns. So you guys, I feel like you're in a good rhythm with taking care of yourself and taking care of the body. You want to make sure that you're getting plenty of water, because when you don't get enough water, then you can have kidney issues or kidney stones. Some of you may have some gallbladder issues or digestion issues. I'm really feeling it on the right side of my body. So making sure that you're eating right, that you're getting enough, the right kind of food so that your digestion is okay. And that everything's flowing properly. I feel like then, if you're proactive with this, you're going to be fine. Then I don't feel like there's going to be any hiccups. Some of you have had, like I said, kidney problems in the past. You may see a flare up of those if you're not processing also any anger. Liver, kidney has to do with anger. So if you just feel like you've got the shirt ripped off your back, if you feel like somebody's just like taking something out of your hide, or that happens this month, you want to be able to process your anger around it. Otherwise, these are symptoms of unprocessed emotions, kidney stones and things like that. That's unprocessed emotion. So you want to make sure that you're letting go of things appropriately and that you're releasing them appropriately, okay, to keep your health in order. All right, so anything else unexpected for Capricorns this month that they need to be aware of? And if so, what would that be? Yeah, I think maybe some of you don't always feel appreciated. Maybe some of you don't always feel like you're valued. And I feel like this month, there may be an opportunity for you to actually feel that. You may actually align yourself with people who value you, who trust you, who appreciate you, who see your value, who see your worth. And that's just really going to make you glow. It's really going to make you shine. And I feel that radiance is going to help you bring that patience that's needed to the other jobs that you have, to the other hats that you're wearing, where maybe you're feeling underappreciated or undervalued, but maybe you can't walk away just yet because financially you're not set. And I'm feeling such irritation in the back of my throat, like I want to start to cough and gag. And my sinuses are draining. All of that has to do with, anger at yourself, anger at your circumstances. There's a time and place for everything. You just don't want to cut off the nose to spite the face, right? So use the energy that you get from some of these other relationships to bring them to the relationship where you're feeling, underappreciated. And you'll know how to massage that relationship. You'll know how to get what you need. And also see, do you really need it? Do you really care if they appreciate you, right? As long as you know you're doing a good job. Would it be nice? Of course it would be. But let's just face it, some people just aren't that evolved. And that's just who they are, or they're not that gracious. So let it go. Focus on what's going to make you happy and the direction you want to go. And I feel like it's all going to open up and really give you the support that you're looking for. So this month is a big month. It's a great opportunity, and it's really going to give you everything that you need. So have an amazing month, Capricorns. I look forward to connecting with you again next month. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.